Alright boys, welcome back. We're gonna go through the new patch. This was released yesterday, quite late yesterday. And there's a new patch. I haven't checked any of this beforehand, so for me everything will be fresh. I know a few things because I've seen people talking here and there, but I actually don't know everything here. Let me just quickly do this. Yeah, let's see what this shows first.
The May Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition
Zero
patch
Empires
is now available. You can find the full patch notes, as well as a list of bug fixes, over on the Age of Empires website linked below. Here are some of the highlights. The supplies technology is no longer available to the Chinese, Cumans, Huns, Khmer, Lithuanians, Mayans,
Okay,
Mongols,
so they removed
and
supplies
Tatars.
from these civs.
The Aztecs have had their 15% military train time deduction reduced to 10%. The Burmese mana per cavalry upgrade and the Indian team bonus, which increases damage dealt by camels to buildings, are no longer blocked by masonry or architecture. All of
That's
the bonus
good.
damage applies to all buildings as intended. For the Indians,
Aramba
both
is
the
back.
Standard and Elite Elephant Archer has had its reload time reduced from 2.5 to 2 seconds.
That's actually
The Elephant
pretty good.
Archer cost has also been reduced from 80 gold to 70 gold. The Mayans' unique tech, El Dorado, has had its research time increased from 50 seconds to 70 seconds. And the Saracens' unique tech, Zealotry, has been reduced in cost from 800 to 700 gold. A number of map generations have been improved, and across the board we've changed the way that gold and stone deposits are generated to prevent them from failing to spawn entirely. The AI now has access to an all-new strategy,
No!
Fast Imperial Age.
Don't boost
Allied
the AI.
computer players will try this strategy when appropriate, or they can be motivated by allies by using Taunt 95. AI players now respond much better to power rushes. They will actively defend themselves with villagers and defensive structures where possible. It's also much improved.
I actually think this part there
with unorthodox map layouts
is still possible to be abused. You can just palisade wall, right? And you might still bug them.
Including a brand new setting which allows you to mute or continue playing the game's audio when the game is minimized.
That's I like.
The scrolling speed slider
That's
has
actually really
also
good.
been tweaked so that the maximum scroll speed is now double what it used to be.
Yes!
We've also adjusted how icons are displayed when the Display Future Items option is enabled. This will help to better distinguish between units and technologies which are not yet available and those which cannot be afforded.
I don't like this at all,
Make
but
sure
it's
to head
useful
over
for...
to the ageofempires.com website for a full list of changes and
Yeah,
information.
I mean, it's useful for newer people anyway, I would say. But let me zoom in a little bit more so we can see this a little bit bigger. Alright, so... Good day, fellow tacticians. May marks the 6th month milestone since the arrival of H2DE this past November, and we're just as excited today as we were today. Alright, so the new in-game event, which is the Mayhem stability and playability improvements, good. Fix the infamous 5-minute disconnect. I heard them saying that MBL, for example, won't need a VPN anymore, but that's, yeah. The melee now prioritize speed over stamina when aging up. That's a good way to word the fix of melee. Too bad they were broken. Now they're like not as good anymore. For everyone who didn't get that melee are broken video, it was sarcasm. They were broken in a bad way. It was not. Yeah. Implemented various balance changes and fixes for civilizations, units, and the maps. Good stuff. Improved the AI to put up a better fight. Or be a better partner on the battlefield. This is very bad news for my AI challenges. Very bad news. Okay, introducing the Mayhem Event. Alright, good stuff. Scrolling. Build spotlight. Trophy case decorations. Okay. New monk conversion visuals. What? What was that? What? Okay. What? It just gets a ring. That's really loud, by the way. What is this? Is that when you're researching or what? New research visuals. Ah, okay. Why is this so loud? I have it like on all the way down. Oh, that's why. It was loud for me, not you guys, sorry. New icons? Oh, this one looks nice. Is this Lahir? The sword is dry. Alright. Mayhem. Okay, gotcha. Sure thing. It's that time again. With the May update comes a brand new festival, the Mayhem. Okay, this icon looks... I feel like I'm gonna have to get this icon. Looks pretty nice. All of these icons are actually pretty good. It's loud for you as well? Okay, apologies. 3 new profile icons, 3 event exclusive visual mods, train your sheep to be even better scouts. I think this is for single player where you can use auto scout on sheep. From what I read, that's all I know. Discover unique age-themed Easter eggs hidden in the game. Unlock the new Mayhem menu background. Okay, start today through June 9. Okay, I'm just gonna skip these. I will, again, the link to this will be in the description of the video. If you want to check this out for yourselves, I will skip certain parts that I don't find that interesting. Wait, there are also 4 new Easter eggs. Suddenly this became very interesting. Seek out in the game, 2 of which are permanent additions. Can you find them all? Crown? Elephant? Curling? This is like curling. What the hell? And this is clock. Not sure what those are. I'm sure people will know though. Let's skip that. The 5-minute disconnect fix. After months of back and forth collaboration with the community, we have managed to isolate and implement several fixes for the notorious 5-minute disconnect issue. Fixed an issue which resulted in... Okay, that's pretty much it. That sounds really good. So I know a lot of people had issues with disconnect, so it's really good that they have done this. And hopefully that's gonna be sorted. This apparently special thanks to all these people. Special thanks to you guys. Game stability. The game will no longer crash when using the Marco Polo or IR Winner cheat codes. Implement the fixes to address variety of crashes. Is Siege Tower one of those? Not sure. Fix an issue where players could research technologies instantaneously at no cost and or more than once. Good fix there. The Malay now properly advanced through the ages 66% faster than other civs instead of with 166% more style. Alright, that sounds good to me. Double the maximum scrolling speed threshold for players who want to see more of the map in less time. Seed workshops constructed next to walls can no longer be built. I actually requested this. I felt like the scroll speed was not long enough, so I'm glad that they did this. Seed workshops constructed next to walls can no longer be used to spawn units on the opposite side of the walls. What? You could do that? Sick. Khmer villagers will now continue constructing houses after garrisoning and being sent back to work. Okay. Fixed the visual issue where the rubble of destroyed buildings could be seen through the fog of war. This one has been really annoying, so I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed an issue where attacking the sides, aka the gatehouse towers or barbicans, okay, of a gate would not trigger attack notification sound. Okay, good. Fixed the rare issue which allowed units to be queued and trained at the wrong building. Sounds weird, but okay. I've never had that. Dolphins will no longer remain on the map once they've been depleted. Okay, good. Okay, achievements. Skip. Okay, civilization balance. Oh, we have channel 1 here. Hello, channel 1. The supplies technology is no longer available to Chinese, Cumans, Huns, Khmer, Lithuanians, Mayans, Mongols, and Tatars. I don't think it's it's gonna be like something that... I don't think it's huge. Mayans might struggle a little bit more against Eagles, for example, now. Maybe Mongols as well. Actually not Mongols, but Mayans. But overall, I don't think this actually changes too much about the game. It's kind of indirect boosts to Goth at the same time. The Mayans will struggle big time against Goth now. But, I mean, they already did, so it is what it is. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but it is there. Okay, let's see how it plays out. Watchtowers can no longer be built in Dark Age. That's good. Yeah, that used to be possible on Fortress. Hussar reduced the length of the attack animation from 1.89 to 1.35, equivalent to light cavalry. This does not increase their DPS, but improves their ability to chase and harass targets. This actually sounds way bigger than it seems, because it means that they will hit and then they will be able to move on, especially against units when they're chasing. Like imagine they're chasing running archers, they will be able to hit and catch up faster. So in theory, it is a really big buff. I say really big, obviously not huge, but it's actually quite the change, to be honest. Let me add some stuff in the background there. So yeah, and also for raiding, just running around, this is actually really big. Okay, I guess it's good. I think it's more like how it's supposed to be. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see if we notice it even. Aztecs. This one is quite big. The civilization bonus, which decreases the training time of military units, now does so by 10% instead of 15%. It's only 5%, but you know, small steps to making Aztecs less of an dominating civ, I guess. Small things, but you know, maybe it adds up in the long run. Who knows? Very good change in my opinion. Burmese. The bonuses granted by the Manipur cavalry upgrade are no longer partially blocked by the masonry tech. Sounds good to me. Indians. The team bonus to damage dealt by camels to structures is no longer blocked by the masonry or architecture upgrades and now applies to all buildings as intended. Sounds good to me. And then we have this one. There might be some elephant masterpieces coming your way these coming days. Maybe some. I read a good word earlier. Elephantasy play. Okay, reduce the reload time from 2.5 to 2 seconds. Okay, and also reduce the cost to train from 80 to 70 gold. The biggest issue with these guys is the food cost for them to be viable in Castle Age. But in Imperial Age, the gold cost obviously helps way more. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna change too much about this unit, to be honest. But okay, I'm willing to give it a try. El Dorado increased the time to research from 50 to 70 seconds. Honestly, this makes no difference to the game whatsoever. You will just wait 20 seconds extra before you fight with your eagles or start using them. It's 20 seconds extra in-game time. Doesn't do much. But I'd rather see them maybe drop 10 HP from this upgrade or something. So it's only 30 HP extra instead of 40. Because it's still a pretty redonkulous upgrade. Zealotry reduced the cost to research from 800 to 700 gold. This is a real expensive upgrade. You want to have, look, you have to upgrade a lot of things for Elite Mamluks, although Elite Mamluks is quite cheap in itself. But this also helps the heavy camels, of course. So I think this is a good change. Campaigns. Objective timers are now displayed properly after reloading saved game. Is this maybe the thing they mentioned earlier, like 4 of the Easter eggs? Probably not. They wouldn't have mentioned it here then, I guess. Random maps. The way starting gold and stone nodes are generated has been revised to prevent situations where they fail to spawn entirely, okay? Updated how straggler trees are generated so they don't straggle right next to forests. Okay. Updated how predator animals are generated on several maps. Okay. Now we don't get any details here. This is just saying they have changed things, but we don't know any details at the moment, so we'll see. Maps. Continental extra gold and stone nodes have been adjusted to spawn per player in only 1 maps. Okay, that sounds good. Hill Fort. Okay, they've changed so you don't start right next to players downstairs. Okay. 5th relic spawned in a 1v1 match now appears on one of the small islands in the middle of the map. That's really good, actually. It used to be so silly to play 1v1 islands and one guy would spawn with 3 relics and the other 2 and just have an advantage because RNG, right? So that is really good. Of course, it gives 20 seconds extra to prepare for those eagles. Yes, but I don't think it makes any difference in terms. I don't think those 20 seconds ever is going to change anything. I don't think you're going to struggle to find games where those 20 seconds are going to change how the game is played. But anyway, I'm just going to scroll quickly through. There's just small adjustments to the maps all over. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Adjusted the natural balance of predators on the map. Bears and wolves now claim their own territories and have organized in more consistently sized groups. What? This is not how it is in Norway. We don't have organized wolf groups and bear groups. Disaster. Okay, random map scripting. We don't care about that. Let's see here. Remove the grace period where players could resign from a ranked match without losing ELO points. So now you always lose points. Am I understanding this correctly? You always lose points now when you leave? That's what this means? I thought it already was like that. I thought there was no grace period. That is weird to me. Okay. Fix an issue which prevented players from joining another multiplayer lobby after playing a custom scenario in the same session. Okay. Fix an issue which prevented player chat from appearing when playing a custom multiplayer scenario. Okay. Ranked map rotation. I've already had some thoughts shared on this, not by myself, but by others, and I don't think people are happy about this. Let's find out why.
With a new month comes a new set of maps to freshen up the battlefield. This month, Kilimanjaro, Golden Pit, Bog Islands, Wolf Hill, and Mountain Pass have been added to the map pool. Let's take a quick look at the new maps and what you can expect to find. Kilimanjaro has a steep incline towards the center of the map, where the majority of the trees are located.
Second, let me get rid of the background music while we're there. Okay.
The map, where the majority of the trees are located. Each player spawns with 8 herdable animals, an elephant, and a berry patch quite close to the town centre. You'll also find 4 huntable animals nearby should you want to make use of them. You will have access to a 4 and 3 tile gold mine, and the equivalent stone mines nearby the town centre. As the name implies, Golden Pit has a large pit in the centre of the map, containing the majority
relics.
of the gold on the map. Each player spawns with 8 sheep, or their equivalent, or a mix of cows and other herdables. 2 boar and a berry patch are also quite close to the town centre,
Wait, which map
with
was
4
this?
huntables a
I
tad
didn't
further
see.
away. Players only have access to 2 small
Golden
gold
Pit,
piles, before
Yeah.
they'll have to fight for gold control in the centre of the
Golden
map.
Pit.
Stone is
back.
also of short supply, with only 2 4-tile stone mines available per player. The
Bog
majority of the
Islands.
map on Bog Islands is made up of mangrove shallows, which can be built upon and traversed by land units and ships. The centre of the map contains a limited amount of fish, and extra water buffalo can be found throughout the map. Each player spawns with 4 water buffalo and 3 rhino on their starting islands. You may also have access to a small amount of box turtles. On your starting island, you'll have access to 2 4-tile golds and a 3 and 4-tile stone. The centre of Wolf Hill contains a large collection of relics guarded by wolves or other predators. Each player starts the match with 6 herdable animals close by, and another 9 further away from the town centre. 2 boar are also available, alongside 5 huntables. You'll have access to a 3 and 4-tile gold close by the town centre, and a 4-tile stone.
Okay, good. Lithuanians do have a roof for their relic
Mountain
collection.
Pass has a similar start to Nomad, however, it has no water. The map features plenty of huntables and herdables for food income, all to consider when placing your town centre. Having safe access to one of the small pockets of trees scattered across the map is also something to think about. Small 4-tile golds can be found around the entire map, the same goes for 3-tile stones. We hope you have a fantastic time exploring the new maps over the next month. It's time to get creative with new strategies and builds.
So the 1v1 Arabia map pool. The 1v1 map pool is now Arabia, Arena, Bog Islands, Continental, Golden Pit, Hill Fort, Kilimanjaro, Mega Random, Mountain Pass. I have to be honest, when I look at this map pool, it does not excite me at all. I'm a guy that like varied maps and all that stuff. But even for me, this doesn't excite me. We had Golden Pit for a long time already. Obviously, these 2 maps, I still think Arabia and Arena should stay there forever. Mountain Pass, I feel, is pointless. Nomad is removed now. Kilimanjaro, I guess, is okay-ish. Hill Fort is okay-ish. Golden Pit, we've had it so long already. It's an okay map, but yeah. Continental, don't really enjoy playing that. Bug Islands, don't think it's gonna be I think this is gonna be very banned by most people. I don't mind the map too much, but it's gonna be banned. I wish they gave us more room to give feedback on the map pool. I would love for us to be able to give them a little bit more feedback there, but it is what it is. Yeah, Four Legs is removed. Serengeti is removed. Islands are removed. What else? Four Legs is removed just as Malay is fixed. True. I'm not a big fan of this map pool. Team map pool might be okay though. Arabia, Arena, Black Forest, Hillfort, Lombardia, Mega Random, Nomad, Scandinavia, Wolfhill. I think this is fine. The team game map pool looks okay. Like these types of maps are more fun for team game than only one. I'm thinking about Mountain Pass, Continental, Bog Island. Just a little bit. Okay, whatever. We'll carry on. Don't think we can change that now. Added the first iteration of a new AI strategy, Fast Imperial Age. And be motivated by allies with Taunt 95. Okay. Based on players' feedback, several minor adjustments have been made to how AI players scale in regard to their difficulty setting. Don't think this affects the level of the extreme AI, but I imagine it might be just more fairly balanced throughout all the steps of AI difficulty. Implemented several improvements to how AI control players behave on migration style maps. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. Improved how a computer responds to enemy tower rushes. That's good. Added logic to prevent situations where the AI would play overly passive at very wrong times. Now these things are gonna be starting to interfere with our attempts of beating the AI 1v4. So they I've had a few games where they have been very, very, very passive, which has been very, very helpful for me. But yeah, I'm wondering though if this could be advantageous as well. Imagine I'm playing I'm making crossbows, etc., and they will attack me with lower numbers instead of waiting 30 minutes before they attack with 30-40 military, right? Maybe this could actually be even better. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't sound great though. At higher difficulty levels, AI-controlled military will now retreat outside of the range of enemy fortification when appropriate. They just keep putting more obstacles in our way, don't they? Several improvements to the AI strategic decision-making in an effort to make it more efficient. Improve the ability of the AI to adapt to unorthodox map layouts. Improve the way AI players communicate with teammates, including how to respond to taunts and messages they send in chat. Okay. In addition to above changes, we've made several adjustments to the computer logic when set to no. AI control player would surrender despite having strong allies. Why? Damn it. AI players will now pick their fights more effectively, taking less engagements when they're at a disadvantage. Actually, this could also be helpful for me, because a lot of times I will waste so much time because they come with one Skur and one Archer, one Skur and one Archer. Maybe from now on they will rather wait. I actually think some of these changes could make it easier because it will make it more realistic in terms of how a player would play rather than the AI. But yeah, let's carry on. Scripting, I don't really care about this. User interface, we can have a look at. Continue to make adjustments to the in-game profanity filter. That's good. Adjusted how icons are displayed when display future items option is enabled. That's good. Implemented a setting to mute or continue playing the game's audio when their application is not in focus. I like this one. They had this at the start of their release, but they removed it. So whenever we would alt-tab, volume would disappear, right? So now we can do that so that the volume never disappears even though I'm alt-tabbing, and that's really good. Post-game timeline can no longer be modded to display during a match while it's still being played. Good stuff. Fixed an issue where the in-game chat would not be displayed in recorded games. Okay. Limited the frame rate of out-of-game menus to 60 FPS. Okay. Localization. Fonts 7, 9, 11, and 26 will now use the original localized audio when possible. Now I've heard that they have changed the taunts. I'm going to go into the game towards the end of the video and just check the taunts out, because I heard they are not satisfying. We'll find out. Just sound stuff, you know. Fix the rare issue where particle effects such as fires would appear in the wrong places. What about the water? I guess that's particle effects, also the water. Bomber cannons now have the correct anchor point, allowing them to reorient themselves more gracefully. Okay. Fixed an issue with color corruption during the doctors. Okay. Scenario editor, I don't care about that. If you want to have that, there's a link to the video in the description, or to the website rather. Ongoing investigation disconnects. Okay. Pathfinding and community reported issues. Okay. So that was pretty much it for that. Let me jump into the game here quickly. As you can see here, we have the Mayhem Event. So I'll click start event there. What? So sign into Xbox, okay, earn silver medal. What is this? Earn a silver medal. I've done this a long time ago. Give me my reward. It knows. It knows. No. I don't want to see that. Okay. Let me go here quickly. I'm just gonna test the audio. That's fine. Why? Why? You're breaking the fundamentals of this game. Wait, was that 7? Was that off from the cow or from the taunt? It's a temporary Easter egg. Okay, hallelujah. That seems fine. I hope it will. Oh my god. Okay, all good, all good. Let me just check quickly here as well. We had scroll speed. Let me try to put that to 100. Whoa! Oh, now we're talking. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Scroll speed, good. Was there anything else interesting to check here quickly? Wasn't there one more thing? Was the mute the sound audio? Mute on lost focus. Cancel. I'm alt tab right now. We can still hear the volume. Pog. That's good. Alright guys, that was I have a real loud volume right now. That was pretty much my take on the new patch. Obviously a lot of good things. And some things that might be questionable. Map pool in particular. Not too satisfied with that. But it's what it is. Hopefully we can get better ones in the future. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this take on the new patch. And I'll see you guys for the very next one.